Hello there, finance enthusiasts. And welcome back to Investing Lighthouse. Today, we're embarking on an exhilarating journey to uncover the mysteries and magic behind your first $100,000. Yes, you heard it right. According to investing legend Charlie Munger, growing your portfolio to your first $100,000 is the most challenging part of creating wealth. Why so? Stick around to find out. Charlie Munger, the extraordinary investor and Warren Buffett's right-hand man, has a knack for simplifying complex financial principles. His words of wisdom remain a guiding beacon for investors. In the 1990s, during a Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting, a man asked Charlie for his best advice on investing and building wealth. His response was straightforward and illuminating. He said, "The first $100,000 is a but you gotta do it. I don't care what you have to do. If it means walking everywhere and not eating anything that wasn't purchased with a coupon, find a way to get your hands on $100,000. After that, you can ease off the gas a little bit." Wow, that's an attention-grabbing statement. But it wasn't meant just to stir the pot. This statement carries profound insights when Charlie says, the first $100,000 is a he means accumulating your first substantial sum is the most challenging slog. It requires discipline, patience, and plenty of sacrifice. It's challenging and often means cutting expenses to the bone, living frugally, and saving aggressively. That's the walking everywhere and not eating anything that wasn't purchased with a coupon part. The first $100,000 is the toughest because you primarily rely on your own ability to save and invest from your income. The income from your investments is still relatively small, but once you hit that $100,000 mark, the game changes. The returns you get on your investments begin to take up the heavy lifting. Your money starts to make money. The underlying principle behind this force is the concept of compound interest and how it works in tandem with time. Compound interest is a twofold power pack. First, it adds accumulated interest back to the principal, so that interest is earned on that added interest during the next compounding period. Secondly, the longer your money can be invested, the more time it has to grow. This is where Charlie's phrase, "you can ease off the gas a little bit," comes into play. The heavy lifting moves from you, the investor, to your investments. At this point, the contribution from the interest starts to exceed your annual contributions, resulting in faster portfolio growth. That's why reaching that first $100,000 as early as possible is such an important milestone in wealth creation. In essence, the painstaking effort to accumulate your first $100,000 builds not just your investment portfolio, but also your investment character. It imbues you with discipline, imparts financial knowledge, and instills the wisdom of patience. So, buckle up as we dive into the numbers and unravel why your first $100,000 is the golden ticket to your wealth building journey. Imagine this. You're an investor who can afford to sock away $10,000 per year, and you earn an average of 6% return per year. Why 6%? Although the S&P 500 has averaged around 10% annually over the long term, we want to account for variables like market volatility and investment fees. Also, 6% is a reasonable, conservative estimate that offers a more realistic expectation. So, you're investing $10,000 annually with a 6% return. It would take you roughly 7.7 years to accumulate your first $100,000. That's right, more than 7 years for the first $100,000. Note that in year 1, you earn 6% on your initial contribution of $10,000. which equals $600. So, at the end of the year, your portfolio stands at $10,600. Now let's jump to year 2. You contribute another $10,000. And this time, you earn 6% interest, not just on your new contribution, but also on the total amount you had in your portfolio at the end of year 1. So your interest for the year comes to $1,236. And your portfolio is now worth $21,836. Fast forward to year 8, at this point, you're contributing $10,000. But you're earning 6% interest on a much more significant sum. The $94,975 you had in your portfolio at the end of year 7. So, your interest for the year comes to $5,938. And your portfolio now stands at a robust $104,913. But wait, here's where the magic happens. Once you have that $100,000, thanks to our friend Mr. Compound Interest, it'll take you approximately 5.3 years to double it to $200,000. Not another 7.7 years. But most interestingly, while it would take an investor just over 23 years to accumulate $500,000, how long would it take to go from $500,000 to a cool $1 million? That's right. You'll only need approximately another 9.5 years. So what's happening here? You're witnessing the power of compounding, the difference between linear and exponential growth. It's the process where the return on your investment also earns a return. As time passes, the amount of interest you earn each year grows exponentially, which in turn rapidly accelerates the growth of your portfolio. This is why starting early and being consistent with your investments is such a powerful wealth-building strategy. And it's also why Einstein called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. Now, it becomes clear why Charlie Munger was so focused on the importance of that first $100,000. The larger your portfolio is, the more every return percentage translates to larger absolute dollar amounts. The power of your wealth to generate more wealth increases significantly as your portfolio grows. This is the fundamental principle of making money work for you. Take a moment to visualize this. If you have a portfolio worth $100,000 and it generates a return of 6% in a year, that's an increase of $6,000. That's a good chunk of change. But let's turn the dial up. Imagine your portfolio has now grown to $500,000 through your consistent contributions. The power of compounding returns, or both. A 6% return on that sum amounts to a whopping $30,000 in a single year. What's important to note is that the return rate hasn't changed. It's still 6%, but the impact of that 6% has grown 5-fold in dollar terms. It's the same percentage, but it's working much harder for you. This is why Charlie Munger stressed the importance of hustling to accumulate that first $100,000 as soon as possible. The principle of making money work for you is like rolling a snowball down a hill. The more snow, or capital, the snowball picks up, the bigger it gets, and the more snow it collects as it continues to roll. That's the true essence of exponential growth and why it's so pivotal to wealth accumulation. Once you cross that $100,000 mark, your money starts working for you on a much larger scale. Your $100,000 portfolio becomes a hard-working employee that never sleeps, continually earning you more money. The bigger your portfolio gets, the harder that employee works, and the more it makes. Hence, the importance of hustling to accumulate that first significant chunk of capital. Now, the question arises, how do we get to that first $100,000 milestone as rapidly as possible? Start early. The earlier you start, the more time you have to allow the magic of compounding to work. Automate your savings. Make your investments automatic, directly from your paycheck. It's a set-and-forget strategy that ensures consistency. Live below your means. The less you spend, the more you can invest. It's as simple as that. However, this strategy doesn't mean you have to squeeze every penny until it screams or live a restrictive lifestyle. Instead, it's about finding a balance and making mindful choices about where your money goes. However, it's important to remember that while reducing expenses is vital, it should not be your only strategy. The truth is, there is a limit to how much you can save by cutting expenses because, well, we all need to live, right? This is where increasing your income comes into play. While slashing unnecessary spending, also look at ways to boost your cash inflow. That could mean asking for a raise at work, starting a side hustle, investing in income-producing assets, or improving your skills to transition into a higher-paying career. Remember, wealth building is a two-pronged approach. It's about making more money while investing more of what you make. When these two forces work together, they'll expedite your journey to that first $100,000 and beyond. So, my friends, are you ready to buckle up and start your journey to accumulate your first $100,000? Remember, it's not just about the money. It's about the valuable habits, unwavering discipline, and financial wisdom you cultivate along this path. We're curious to know, what's your plan to reach that first $100,000 milestone? Do you have any unique strategies or tips to share? Drop a comment below. We love hearing from our community. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more of our enriching content. Here's to your first, but certainly not last, $100,000. Stay sharp, stay invested, and keep tuning in for more wisdom from the investing world. See you next time.